Keep It Simple Phone Tech here with another installment in the basic series. This time we are going to talk about the notification bar. Now the notification bar, it's also known as the status bar, lesser known as the status bar. What the notification bar is, it's the one location, kind of a one-stop shop for all of the notifications on your phone. New notifications, that is. So any new text messages that you would have received, any new phone calls, say, that you missed, or voicemails that you haven't listened to yet, or even as far as application updates are concerned, new application updates, downloads that you would have downloaded from, say, like the Google Play Store and Application Store. All of that information you can find in your notification bar. There's some additional things you'll find in your notification bar as well, like quick settings to go straight into or turn on your Wi-Fi. That is, turn on the Wi-Fi on your phone so that you can connect to home Wi-Fi or hotel Wi-Fi, that sort of thing. Quick settings for Bluetooth, for manipulating the sound, switching from sound to vibrate to mute, etc. So the notification bar, quite a few things going on in there. Let's take a look and see what it looks like in general on Android. Then we'll take a look at it on Windows and take a look at it on the iPhone. Okay, so we're going to start with our Android or Samsung that we have here. Now this, as far as where to find the notification bar, it's pretty much universal. Whether it's Android, Windows, or iPhone. You're going to find it in the same location. You can do this from any screen, starting from the very top of the screen. What you want to do is take your finger, and from the top of the screen you want to drag all the way down to the bottom. Now on some phones, we just lost it there, on some phones you don't have to drag all the way to the bottom, and you'll be able to see and tell whether or not your phone is, if that is necessary, but most phones you have to drag from the top all the way to the bottom to reveal the entire notification bar. Now, as we can see here, some of the things that I had mentioned, you can see on top, and this is normally on all phones, the top of the notification bar is going to give you the time and date. It may not even give you the time and date, I think, on some phones, but you'll have, if you don't have the time and date, you should see icons like this. And again, we talked about connecting to Wi-Fi, to Bluetooth, manipulating the sound. You'll have some other options here. Commonly, you'll be able to swipe from right to left to reveal more icons. And these are just quick setting icons that you can go to right away. These are the same sort of icons that you'll also find in your settings application, or that is, these are the same options that you'll find in your settings application. This is just quick access to some of the more common options that you might be looking for, that you might choose. It will vary as you go from Android manufacturer to Android manufacturer what this will look like. So Samsung, it'll tend to look something like this. LG will also have a similar type of look to it. Stock Android phones like the Google Nexus line, or like HTC, which tends to have sort of a stock Android look to it. The outlook it'll be a little bit different from this, but you're still going to have the same concept involved as far as you having the time, the date in most cases, and then quick access to something like 4 or 5 options to begin with for quick links. Again, commonly it's Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, sound. Those are your options. Now, in addition, on some of these notification bars, you'll also find an option to adjust the screen brightness, which you see there. And then underneath there, underneath this little quick setting format, you're going to find your actual notifications. So let's pull that down one more time. It escaped here from me. So underneath the quick settings options, you're going to find your actual notifications. And again, these are going to be notifications, new notifications, things that you have not yet addressed, whether it be a new text message, whether it be a Facebook message, whether it be, again, like a missed phone call, I'm just throwing out some examples there. Just about really anything new that's happened on your phone that you have not been made aware of yet, you'll find in the notification bar. In this example here, I don't have anything in the way of messages as far as notifications, but I do have indication that I've had 3 applications automatically update. So you'll also get that notification as well. Application notifications, downloads, new applications coming onto your phone, Android software updates you'll find in the notification bar. For Android phones. Windows, you'll typically find like Windows updates in the notification bar, and same thing for iPhone. Okay, so if you want to get rid of the notification bar, if you've made an action like, say, you've gone from sound to vibrate and you're done with the notification bar, like, well, how do you get rid of it? A couple of different ways you can do so. You can press the home button, of course. That's going to take you back to your home screen. But let's say you're on a different screen from the home screen and you don't want to leave that. You're taking a look at Facebook notifications, or you're taking a look at the internet browser and you're on a certain web page you're looking at. You don't want to leave it. If you just press the back button, and in this case, again, it's for Samsung, it's going to be to the right of the home button. For pretty much all other Androids, it's going to be to the left. If you press the back button, you'll see it'll take you back to the previous screen that you were on. Now, of course, in this case, we were on the home screen before, so it just takes us back to the home screen. But that's 2 ways on Android and on Windows that you can get rid of the notification bar if it does not disappear. In addition to the actual notification bar itself, you'll get a secondary indicator of the same notifications that you'll see in the notification bar on Android and I believe on Windows, but definitely not on iPhone. So in the upper left corner here, you'll see, I don't know how well you can see that on video, but you're going to see they're basically tiny versions of the same icon for which each update applies. So for the Samsung game service, that's what that icon looks like. For the Google Play Store updates, that's what that icon looks like. And if we were to match, we're just going to match up the Google Play Store icon in this example. You'll see that the Play Store icon for the updates will match the Play Store icon there, if we can keep that in focus. So, secondary indicator in the upper left corner for your Androids. For most Androids, I believe all Androids, but I'll play it safe and say most Androids, I think they all have that secondary notification. Windows, I believe, is going to also have that in the upper left corner also. But again, for iPhone, you won't see that second indicator showing that you have a new notification. Just wanted to point that out to you also in case, because some of my customers, they'll see something going on up here in the left corner. They'll see an icon, they won't know what it is, and they won't realize that if they pull down the notification bar, they'll actually see what that notification is. They'll see what that icon corresponds to here. So I just wanted to make sure that you were aware that there's a second area where you can confirm your notifications. Okay, here's another call out of the notification bar. Let's go ahead and pull it all the way down. Oops, we lost it there. The new notification that you see, whatever it may be, when you press on it, we'll go ahead and press on the Play Store, it'll take you right in to that application, whatever that notification pertains to. So in this case, it's taking me to the Google Play Store, showing me what applications were updated. And same with if you had a text message, a new text message, if you had multiple new text messages, if you pressed on the icon, or if you press on the notification bar, that specific notification within the notification bar, it's going to take you straight to the text message application. If it's one message, it'll take you straight to that message and to that person that you're having a conversation with. If it's multiple messages, it will commonly take you to the screen that has all of the different conversations that you have for each of those new text messages that you got. Same thing will apply for phone calls. If it was a missed phone call, you press on the notification, it will take you to your call log to show you what that missed phone call was, what time, so on and so forth as you go from application to application. Hopefully you get the idea. And as you can see here, I've got a new notification showing that I've got an alarm to pop up here in just a minute. Go ahead and dismiss that. To clear out a notification, let's say you don't want to look at it, you got a new notification, you don't want to actually go inside of the application to see what that new notification is about, you just want to clear out the notification bar. Well, there's two ways that you can do it commonly on Android. You can press the clear button, and keep in mind what that does is if you have multiple new notifications, it's going to clear out everything in the notification bar. So if you're not intending to do that, don't press clear. Sometimes it'll say clear all. Keep that in mind. Alternate way to do it is you can go one by one. If we had multiple notifications here, I can just swipe either left to right, and that's going to take care of each notification. So if I swipe completely, that clears out the notification. Now in this case, since there's only one notification left, it automatically closed out the notification bar for me. If I had more than one notification there and I just swipe to the right on one or swipe to the left on one, notification bar would still be open. I'd have the choice to be able to do what I wanted to with the other notifications. Hopefully that makes sense. Okay, here's one last thing that I want to cover with you just briefly about the notification bar for Android phones, and you'll also see this particular feature on Windows phones. If you press and hold one of the quick settings, and this isn't for every quick setting, but this is for most, like Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, sound. As you press and hold that quick setting, it's automatically going to take you into your phone settings, into that specific location. So what I mean by that is, if I were to press and hold Wi-Fi, for example, it's going to take me directly to the Wi-Fi settings. So just an example, we'll press and hold Wi-Fi, and you see it takes me directly into the Wi-Fi settings. So just as if I went into the settings application, I went to Wi-Fi, and then it's going to take me to this same location here. So in addition to it being an on-off switch for the quick settings, again, not all of them, but a lot of these will take you also directly to the phone setting for that particular option. Okay, I promise you this is the last thing I wanted to show you about the notification bar, and then we'll just touch briefly on what it looks like on Windows. We'll spend a little bit more time on iPhone because there's some subtle differences as far as how their notification bar is set up. If you see that little symbol there, I'm not sure if I covered this in the settings video or settings icon video, but this is an alternate way to get to your settings that you'll find in your notification bar as well. So when you press on that, it'll take you right into your phone settings, just as if you were to do it this way. If you were to go to your apps icon and then press on your settings icon, it'll take you there just the same. So the notification bar contains the settings icon as well to give you another option. May not look like this exactly on your Android phone, but for the majority of Android phones out there, that's kind of a universal symbol. Windows has this option as well, but we'll see that iPhone does not. If I can add briefly also, if you see this little arrow, you might have something like this, an arrow pointing down, or it may say like expand, something like that. When you press on that, it's going to give you more options for these quick settings that you can take a look at, choose from, turn on and turn off. Now with that, we'll take a brief look at Windows and then we'll move on to iPhone.